What is going on, YouTube? Justin here, aka Goofy Skating Lifestyle, back at it again with another video. Need to do some maintenance on the truck. The windshield wiper motor finally gave out, so we're going to be replacing that today in today's video. I got stuck right there. Not the end of the world. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys what's in this box in the garage. Then we'll get started on taking that off and putting this one on. All right, let's see here. There is a 1-plug windshield wiper motor and a 2-plug. I needed the 2-plug, so I got the 2 plugs where it adapts onto. So nothing left else to do but put this on that bracket. Should be plug and play. So yeah, I'm gonna grab all the tools I need and we'll see. Now that we're in the truck, we're gonna start by prying off the 2 plugs. It's hot. Just got finished on my long drive. It's plug 1. Plug 2 out. Here we go. Now that the plugs are off to the side, there should be, there's 1, 2, 3, looks like 10 millimeters. And we got to take the bracket off in order to access the back side of the bracket to take this motor off. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, guys, just pulled it into the driveway because I need to do a little more than I wanted to. So in order to replace that, we're gonna take off the 2 windshield wipers, the arms and the blades. Obviously, they'll come off with the blade. So got to go down there and pry them off on each side. Probably have to take this off. I'm not too sure. In order to take this big cover off, there's 1 screw, Phillips. They're all Phillips screws. So that should be fairly simple. So we're gonna get started with that. And then we'll continue taking the old motor off and then throw the new one on. And before you all say, oh, you should have disconnected the batteries, you should have disconnected them, you know, it's completely optional since the power is completely off. You don't really have to worry about that when replacing the windshield wiper motor. Other stuff probably, but windshield wiper motor, you don't really need to worry about the batteries. So we're gonna go ahead and keep getting to work. Start with the driver's side wiper. Should be fairly simple. I'll pull it up like so. Little thing here that you pull out, just like that. And wiggle it out. Use this as well. To also do so. Need to really pull a little bit. There we go. That's the driver's side. Let's go to the passenger side. And before we go ahead and take off the passenger side, just so I could tell which one's which, yes, it's an expo marker, but we're gonna put driver's side on it. We're just gonna put a D for driver's side, and then we'll write P for passenger side on the other one. There we go. It's that simple. We'll have to make sure we put them on the splines once we reinstall it. That shouldn't be hard. Alright, we're gonna write P on this one so I know which one is which. Alright, we're gonna start with 1 Phillips head, 2 Phillips head, 3 Phillips head, 4 Phillips head, and 5 Phillips head. There's 5 up top, so we're gonna start with the 5 up top, and then there's a bunch on the bottom under the hood. That's 1. Really easy. That would be 2. So I can get it out of there. Might have to grab that magnet. Nope. Alright. 3. Oops. I'm gonna drop you guys. Hot out today. It's reaching like 86 right now. To grab the magnet for that one. Stuck in there. I'll grab it later. Fourth one, and last but not least, 5th and final Phillips. Nice is these are Phillips heads and not bolts. Quick and easy, as long as you know what you're doing and don't strip them. Let's keep this here. Alright guys, so we finessed this piece off pretty much. This is a little bent here for some reason, so I had to bend it back, as you saw with the pliers. I don't know where I put them. wrenches like this. Anyway, I've got to get the windshield wiper nozzle hose off in order to take this completely off. So what I'm gonna do is lay this on the hood so I don't damage the hood, lay it flat upside down on the hood here. Gotta take this off, and then we'll be able to take that off from there, and maybe I'll replace the hoses. We'll see. I don't really feel the need to. They're still good hoses, so hopefully we can save those hoses, and then we'll continue to actually get down in there and be able to access everything to replace the motor. I'm gonna put it right down here for now, just so I don't break it. It's very fragile, don't want to bend it or anything. So now that we've done that, put that there. Put the hood back up. Let me show you the access point here we're working with. So down in here, I don't know if you can see it, you can't see, but there is the, I bring the new one here. All right, it got too hot outside, the camera got too hot. We're back out here though. So down here, there's an 8mm, like I was trying to explain before. I don't know if you can see it. I won't be able to see it. Anyway, I'm gonna take that little 8mm off, the 8mm socket here, and then we'll be able to take the bracket, the motor out, and reassemble the new one in the garage and reinstall it. Put the cover back on, we're done. All right, I got the 8mm bolt out on the back side, but the motor is being a pain in the butt to get off. It's seized up. So make it easier on myself, I'm gonna take this little panel off also. It's just Phillips, 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips heads. I'm gonna take that off, and then we'll be able to access it easier to pull it out. Might have to wait for my dad to come home to get onto the other side and pry it with me, but we're just gonna start by taking this little piece off. Get my handy dandy screwdriver, grab the metal chair. I don't want to throw like I'm Bam Margera. Just kidding. I don't condone that behavior, although it's hilarious. All right. When it's done in a funny way, obviously. All right. One. Can't see me or the screwdriver, but you can see my hand. 2. 3. I'll really reach for the 4th one. Get up on the tire here. I wish they made this an easier access point. Like, I wish they made the 3 bolts on the outside of the bracket to where you could just access it from right there. But of course, you know, Ford has to do it this way. There's that little, it's metal, aluminum, little bracket. Now we can access it easier. There is where the 8mm was. We just pull it off, hopefully without breaking the mechanism inside. Here, the tracks, or whatever you want to call them. that lead to the wipers itself, the blades itself. I'm gonna do that off camera because it'll be easier. And then once I get it off, we'll keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got it off. As you can see here, I had to take it off from the arms under there. There's arms. Like I said, you're supposed to take it off from the 8mm bolt right there, but this whole arm here is seized. So I'm gonna have to heat the heck out of this thing or something. I'm gonna put it in the vise here. We're gonna try and wiggle it off. Worst case scenario, I can always order one of these. It's not the end of the world, but we're gonna try and save this one since it's still decent. Excusing the lovely C's we got there. And we'll put it on this one, take the bracket off and install it, but I'm gonna leave the bracket on in order to take this off. I'm just gonna do this all off camera because it's a pain in the butt, really stressful. But then once I can, put it on this one and we'll get back to throwing everything back on the truck, like I've said 1,000 times. All right, I still can't get this sucker off, so I'm gonna take the 3 8mm bolts that hold this bracket together off first. Make it a little easier since this motor's bad anyway. I don't really care what happens to it. Shouldn't really matter, even though I'll be getting a core charge hopefully back, thanks to Napa. Napa treats me really well. I actually used to work for them, believe it or not, for a very short period of time. So, they're corporate now. They've changed a lot since I've been there with them. But trying to get this puppy off by hand because I can't get my socket any further in there thanks to this little piece in the way, which is absolutely lovely. Hopefully I'll be able to wiggle it out with this little piece in the way as well. We'll see what I can do here. Oh, it's a long bolt, which is a good thing, not a bad thing, but it's really long. Let me grab the extension with you guys, bring you guys along. My videos are getting a little tricky. Need to figure something out with the camera. This GoPro is, I don't know. It's not really working for me unless I'm doing POV. These kinds of videos is a little trickier without a filmer. So, the only problem is I can't afford a good camera. Ah, there we go. Bracket's off. I'm gonna keep finagling with this and fiddling with this until I get it off, and then we'll be able to install the new motor. All right, awesome. We went ahead and got that little piece finally off. So nothing left else to do. And then install our lovely motor. I can't remember which way it goes on now. Shoot. I believe it was... Don't tell me this doesn't line up. Yes, it does. All right, we got it. There we go. Had it on backwards. I was like, why isn't it lining up? My silliness. I was gonna put it on backwards. Wouldn't want that, would we? Alright. Oh, don't want to drop it. Gotta be very careful. We don't want to drop this now. All right. Get them nice and snug. All right. Now, there's nothing left to do. Install this. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna put this back on first separately and then install this. Let's do that. We're gonna go ahead, hop into the truck, put this on, show the arms, and we'll install this and put the top piece back on, and we'll call it a video. All right, now this is the easy part here. Putting it back together. This is the easy part. All right. Get started by putting those 3 bolts back in. Snug back in place. Alright, now that those are snug back in place, I'm going to go on the back side and put that 8mm on. Alright, so as you guys saw, we got the 3 bolts here. We've got the 8mm down up in here. I know I'm upside down with you guys, but 8mm is nice and snug in there. So now, nothing left to do. I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to put that back on. I'm gonna put the windshield blades back on with you guys on camera, and then we'll give it a good old test. All right, let's go ahead, start putting this back together. There's one. There's one. Go ahead. Now, also kind of, I mean, it's still in there intact. It's just one of the, I don't know if you can see, one of those little pieces broke, but I don't know. Windshield wiper arms are fairly cheap for this thing, and they're fairly easy to get a hold on, get your hands on. Nothing that like Parts Geek or something could handle. driver's side. I'm gonna grab that, wherever the heck I put it. Where did I put it? I'll just grab this one. It still works. Make sure I got the splines on right. Gotta push that down a little more and grab the mallet. All right. Now that everything is properly reinstalled, and go ahead, pop the hood back open, plug the plugs back in, give her a good old test. Plug 1, plug 2 on the underside. Perfect. Good as new. It's a brand new motor too. It's not a refurbished one. Got a brand new one from Napa. It's like 108 bucks. And the core charge, once I return the old one, which the old one is right here by the way, it'll be like $31 back on my card. So can't complain. Let me go grab the keys and then we'll give it a good old test. Let's get up on in here. Oh. Ever since them step sides have been gone, it's been a pain in the butt. I'm thinking about getting some new step sides eventually. Here goes nothing. I'm just gonna start it up. Could do it in this position, but I'm just gonna start it. Having the truck running will make it a lot easier to make the wipers move. Oh yeah, it's needed that for a long time. Before it was like this. It was going bad for a while. Let me test the... Is there any in it? Yes, there is. Oh wow. Oh wow, much better. Oh yeah, you could just see so much clearer now too. I've been running with a dirty windshield all day long. Oh wow. I did the job and I did it right. Woohoo! Oh, it feels good. See it's spraying up on there, getting her nice and wet. Oh, and it doesn't make that anymore. It actually moves fast enough to where it doesn't make that stupid silly noise. And it doesn't stay stuck like right here. It actually goes all the way down. So, we're done. Alright guys, that will officially be ending today's video. I hope you all are enjoying the content so far. As always, as much as I enjoy making it, stay tuned for more content, everyday skate clips. We're going to be doing more car content, hopefully, whenever I need to do maintenance and whatnot. My baby had this thing for, you know, pretty much almost ongoing 6+ years, almost 7 years. So this year will mark the 6.5, 7th year with this truck. But anyway, until the next video, on the road to 5,000 subs, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, your family, anything, and peace.